I'm somewhat prepared.
I can
Hello.
also open them.
We're here. We should be. I don't know what's
Hello.
happening. I have a ball.
I'm a ball.
No, I went into space somewhere in Candyland. Yes, hello. Hello, friends.
Sorry.
No,
Hello.
this is perfect. Okay.
I think we might be slightly out of sync because I just looked at the stream and it just did capture and say, do we have an opening statement? The
Delightful.
answer to that was, no, we don't have an opening statement. But hello, everybody.
Not. Hi. We are playing the game currently.
We are playing golf with your friends and doing a Q&A as we said we would, and everything is going great. Nothing is wrong. We know how to play golf.
It's wrong.
Please tell me if the audio, like if the game is too loud, if Ash or MR or me are too loud or quiet. Thank you.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Can one of you link me to the
No.
the stream? Or wait, is it on here?
If you log into
Oh.
Oh man. Would you believe that we've been doing a tech check for 20 plus minutes
Yeah.
at this point, and this is how far we've gotten?
Yes, welcome.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. We're playing golf with your friends and we're answering questions that we definitely have.
Freaking game.
Yes. Hold on. Let me actually pull up the
I'm
question.
stuck on a big brown wheel of cheese.
I don't think it's cheese.
Hate my life.
We should stop being competitive for like 10 seconds and get set
Okay.
up is what we should
I just
do.
Yes.
wish I could pause the game,
No.
but I can't.
No pausing.
Why did we start?
Because I told you to do a cold opening.
If we all
true.
stop playing for a moment, that's the same as pausing. So I think we could do that
Fair.
for a moment.
Okay.
We should do like
I
a
just-
proper introduction maybe.
I don't want MR to beat me.
We should.
The competitiveness
No,
is
definitely.
already...
Ash, why don't you introduce yourself? I'm definitely not playing the game still and trying to win.
What's great is I can't
Um,
show any of that because you're seeing my perspective and I'm just trying to find the questions, so I can't see if our... Wait, hold on.
I can't get through this cheese, so
We're
where
gonna
we're at.
answer questions, I promise. But first, we're gonna get infinitely
We will.
distracted. Hi, we're a mature editorial group, aren't we?
Yes.
We can
Okay,
all...
obviously everybody here, if you're here, that means that you know us. It means that you are sort of
or you're a
the
patron,
Patreon.
or you're
Yes.
watching this when
Yes.
this goes. We are going to put this publicly on our YouTube channel.
Probably edited down
Well,
a little,
Okay.
maybe.
who's editing that?
I can see the
Maybe.
chat now.
Shoot. There goes my ball, which nobody can see, but I promise
No,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
sad and
It's because I'm in a completely different spot from you because I can't play this game. You're doing way better at this than me, so that
I'm
means...
actually so good at this.
Yeah, y'all are kicking it, and I'm
But-
not.
Okay, so we've got a handful of questions that people submitted in advance. Also, obviously, we're watching the chat, and we'll chat about anything that anybody wants to chat about
There we
as
go.
well.
I have MR's perspective now that I've won.
Yeah. Well, enjoy my perspective. We could be here all day.
Oh, the
Well,
slide.
For a minute and 12 seconds.
It's because I'm trying to give a professional overview of what we're doing here.
Sure.
Yes. But I mean, we can just start off with, is it true MR is a pro golfer in real life? And if so, how does that translate to video games?
Yeah, people
answer
are
is yes.
saying this. People are...
People are saying this.
Saying this.
One person, maybe.
One person. Parker, question mark?
No,
The funny thing is, we don't think it was Parker or Elijah.
Who?
I believe the asker of this question is a mystery, which I'll say a little bit about my professional golfing career, which is actually a surprisingly rich backstory here.
Oh,
I had
I thought you were
a
gonna say a surprise to you too.
I was going to say, wait, are we
No.
serious?
once upon a time, early in my childhood, I had a relative who was like, Mary, with your MR, you're naturally good at golfing. You have a great golf swing. You should be a golfer.
Oops.
I did
You
not
said that.
pursue that until maybe 2 years ago, when I got COVID and was very feverish and delirious. And all I did in my delirium was play golf video games until I told my wife that I believed I had what it took to be a professional golfer. She'd come upstairs and just see me like watching golf highlights on YouTube in like a fever state. And I do still believe that I have what it takes. If you watch golf highlights, I think it looks pretty easy, and I think I could do it. That's my full statement on the matter.
I believe you. You said that with confidence. How could
It's
you be
not
wrong?
translating into this game, I'll say,
No.
but it translates into the world, you know. in other
translates
ways.
into the world in all those places in which like being a professional golfer is helpful to you.
Yeah. But yes, did we actually introduce ourselves properly? I forgot already.
We did not.
We're so good at this. Hi, we're Other Side. I'm Val or VM Ayala. Y'all can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ash Vale. I'm one of the I hate this game.
Yep.
One of the editors-in-chief of Other Side as well.
And I'm Imara Robinson. I'm a professional golfer and part-time editor of OTHERSIDE.
Oh, I got an achievement. Yay.
What? For what?
On par? I don't know.
The first time you've been on par?
I guess.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I got an achievement. Congrats to all of us. We're all winning today.
This is a fun time to gather because we're in the thick of production for issue number 2. We recently put out issue number 1, as we certainly remember. But
We were there.
I think there's questions about both things, basically about, okay, whatever this level is, I quit.
This level sucks.
I will
I
say
hit a candy cane tree many times.
we all have ADHD, right? So I was deeply curious how playing a video game and answering questions would go for us at the same time.
Not
and
good.
It's going about how I thought it would, which is hilarious
Where's
for everyone
the
else.
hole?
Wow, if you have to ask.
Let's try and pull it together a little bit, gang.
What do
Pull
you
together
hope
a
to
little
see
bit.
more of in the slush next window?
Ooh. I'll let y'all answer that first.
Well, I think right now, first of all, I just crushed this hole.
You did. I saw that.
Crush
Careful.
this hole.
Well, I'm happy you're a hole
Yeah.
crusher.
Like always, I think the
Pro
main
golfer
thing
hole
that
crusher.
we found that we're looking for is always what is the most surprising. Often it's what we least know that we're looking for. The things we think we're looking for are not really. Wow, I just absolutely demolished you guys on that one.
You
Looks
actually really did.
But I will say right now, at least in early discussions, having already looked at reprints, issue 3 is perhaps leaning a little spookier. Not necessarily super spooky, but
Slightly.
Not too scary.
More.
not too scary, but a little scary.
Yeah.
So I got in the hole in 2. Is that whatever the hell a birdie is?
Wow.
Oh, get in there, you little shit. Oh, God.
Ash, what are you looking for in the queue? Bogey.
It's a great question. I think, yeah, we've kind of said issue 3 is looking a little, even like classic movie monster-ish.
Yeah.
Of course,
which is
that might
kind
mean
of fun.
that we want
Something
other
completely
things
different.
now. Yeah. Issue 1 skewed a little darker. Issue 2 is skewing a little bit more hopeful.
Something
I feel like
dreamy.
we might have a sort of, issue 3, there might be more space for darker stories again because there wasn't so much in issue 2.
Yeah. Hard to
Trying
say.
to mix it up a little bit.
Fuck this.
I would say that in general, more secondary worlds. I would like more secondary worlds.
I always want more
that's
secondary
fair.
world.
Yeah. I'd love very
Secondary
richly
worlds.
realized but not over defined secondary worlds. Like spaces that feel quite real and interesting. Wow, Ash sucks to suck.
I was gonna say, watching
Don't
you.
look at me.
We are all looking at you. I'm spectating.
That's what we're
you.
all seeing.
Of course.
A little more sci-fi, I would say,
Oh, yes.
always is good. We get a lot of more fantasy,
Fantasy.
I think, than science
go.
fiction.
I-
Val would
yes.
probably like your cyberpunk in particular.
Cyberpunk. That would be my cyberpunk, or honestly more of like a space opera. Give me your like queer space opera stuff. That's a very me request. But that's give me your most out there queer sci-fi exploratory stuff. Well, I guess that leans into more of the exploration theme, but yeah. Which I think we had a question about.
Ooh. Segue.
Yes, I was like, say, let's pretend I meant to do that.
Can you say more about what you want for
Well,
the
I
exploration?
guess I just did.
There you go. Yeah, I think also I would like unexpected. I mean, we keep saying that, but like exploration has so many ways it can go.
Exploration of places, of relationships, of
Yeah.
the self,
All of it. Give all.
scientific exploration,
Mhm.
emotional
The
exploration.
moon, if you would like to give me a
The
moon of some
specifically.
fashion. Not our
Some sort of
moon,
moon.
a moon. If you'd like to be inspired by Artemis too, please. It's been my life for a while now.
Just some kind of moon.
A moon, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
What else about exploration?
Nope.
When you say more about, so I think this is, we kind of already said this in general, but I know this is the most obnoxious editor like comment or like response, but truly just do what you want to do and send it to us. I know that can be very obnoxious because you're like, oh no, but you really want something. But yeah, but you might do something very strange and fucky in a way that I actually didn't know I needed, but now I really do. And I can't possibly account for that. So that's, I think when editors say surprise us, that's really what we're saying. Just be you.
It's a pretty loose theme intentionally, in that if you're like, I don't know, this thing I have in my back pocket very loosely could count as an exploration piece, we're happy to think broadly with you as well. Our hope is not that it's sometimes very specific themes are very difficult. Our hope is not that. Wow, it's really distracting.
I'm sorry, I'm just watching you be in this trans slide.
It's ridiculously distracting.
I just went back to the beginning of the course.
You did.
Cry.
I saw that. I was like, well, the trans slide betrayed you.
Yeah, it sure did. Fuck the gender slide. You submit something that might fit the exploration theme for issue 3. Do you consider it for issue 4 as well? Yeah. Oh, good question.
I'd say if it fit.
Well, we generally have intended not to do that, I guess. But I think it might just happen.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
we really like it.
Keeping an early eye open because themes are hard. Wow. Nice. Themes are hard, but golf is easy for some of us.
That's 100% how that works.
I would say if you have something that you want to submit for issue 3 and you think it could also be a really good fit for issue 4, you could flag that in the cover letter. Be like, you know, just so you know, I also think this is exploration-y if you'd like to consider it again. Or for that one as well. I think we're not. Oh, I was just making sure I took first place, and I did. Serious answer, by all means, if you have something that you think is very exploration-y and it's what you have to send in, go ahead and send it in. You could put something, you know, where there might be pieces that we decide to hold rather than making a decision on right away. So might be a longer wait if we hold. And Val, when did you become a
unicorn?
Beautiful unicorn.
I forgot I like enabled this the last time I played this game. I hope everyone enjoys me being a floaty like unicorn jumping in the water because this is all I am now. This is all
I think the short serious, just to like say it clearly one time, is by all means submit something exploration-y. There might be a longer hold, a longer wait, but because the periods are fairly close together, it won't be a terrible wait. Right. Even if we do hold on to it longer.
And we'll let you know. Yeah. We pride ourselves on being very responsive. I have no idea. I keep coming back to you, so I don't know.
I don't understand.
I think we're both lost. I know like Mars like,
oh no.
Did you get to see my unicorn floaty?
Any
so really.
Questions about what it feels like to win, to crush your co-editors into pulp.
I'm back where I started.
One more thing I'll say about exploration, just to be slightly focused for a little sort of. I would say that in some ways, like with the cover art, with our cover artist Theo's vision for the whole year is kind of exploration-y. Oh, crap. I just, I shouldn't be talking, I'm going to be defeated. Theo's vision is very much about different explorations, about this wanderer figure exploring the, I don't know, different landscapes. And in some ways you could read any issue and be like, shit, this issue is about... This level sucks. This issue is exploration-y.
We're doing so good.
Just to say that year 1 kind of loosely, kind of broadly is linked, I think. That's why we picked this theme for year 1, is that it's kind of the year 1 move is... This level is
We're hanging out together.
And I quit the magazine because of it.
And that's that. Good Q&A. I feel like this is going exactly how I expected it to go, but I hope if you were watching us at any point, in whether this is now or in the future when this is recorded and on our channel, that this is entertaining at the very least. Watching 3 ADHD gremlins try to be professional. and also deeply competitive at the
Nah,
same
I want a
time.
refund on my membership.
Here's one that's kind of fun. With 3 editors, how do you decide on stories? What do you do if you disagree? We play golf and we fight.
Yeah, whoever wins this match, which is
Oh,
me, actually gets to choose everything now. So
yeah.
that's very exciting.
Which is me.
That's-
You're 8 points behind me. Oh, was that the end of it though?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the end. So, with
Oh.
the wisdom of victory, I think it's well, the question says with 3 editors, but really it's the team is what, 9 people
Mhm.
now? There's 9 of us, and I would say that it's a fairly semi-democratic process, and that we meet as a full
Yeah.
group with everybody who can be there to talk about our favorites, advocating for our favorites. Everybody like pick up a sword or a golf club,
Mhm.
and take up arms against one another. I think it's often it's like if there's a story that that is Ash's absolute favorite, for example, or Val's absolute favorite. It's easy for me to see why it's a story that people would love because it's a story that they love. And so I think it's like relatively easy to compromise because if I see Ash or Val or Rookman or Emily being really excited about a piece, that makes me excited about it too. I think there's a certain
Yeah.
amount of, well, I love fantasy. I really want this fantasy story. But Val really loves sci-fi. Val really wants the sci-fi story. So Val might not be as excited about the fantasy, like a sort of balancing of the things we're excited about in order to make everybody maximum excited and maximum enthusiastic. It's also like, which pieces do you want to edit? Which pieces are you willing to like put more time into and work on? You have to be really, really excited about a piece to want to read it 400 times.
Mhm.
So we're trying to find the pieces we want to read 400 times.
And I think by the time something makes it to our hold pile, like our hold pile was small, it was under 5%
Tiny.
of
Yeah.
submissions. There's at least usually 2 people on the team that really like it. So it's not a stretch like what makes it into the final issue. Nothing is a stretch for any one person, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody is
yeah.
like pretty excited about everything to an extent.
Yeah. At that
We
point,
could
it really
easily,
is more what fits in the issue and like what goes together cohesively.
yeah, we could easily buy like out of each submissions window 5 times as many stories, 7 times, many, many times as many stories as we're able to accept based on budget. So in terms of like compromising and making decisions, it's like a good problem to have in excess of fantastic stuff. So sometimes it's also, I guess it's less about what each person is most excited about too, and also more about like what fits together. There's a bit of like puzzling of because we have a word count per issue rather than a number of stories. So what can we fit together in a word count? There's practical elements too, but mostly it's just really fun to watch everybody get really excited. And that's when you know that a story is a yes if everybody's like, I think we can say this on their behalf that Rookman in particular will come into every editorial meeting like, if you don't buy the story, I'll quit. And we're like, Rookman, we all love that story. Everybody loves that story.
Like,
Don't
so far,
quit.
every time that Rookman's come in like that, it's like that's been the
Yeah.
story that gets probably,
It's like
especially with
yeah,
issue 1, the
everybody's
one that
favorite.
gets like featured. And we're like, oh,
Yeah.
we all agree with you. Like, it's
Rookman
fine.
is trying to quit is basically the takeaway.
But we
Yeah,
won't let them
perhaps.
because we keep
We
agreeing
love
with
them.
them.
We love them too much to let them
Brooklyn
leave.
comes to every like holds meeting with a knife and then has to like
And like a
gently set it
dissertation
down.
on why we should take this piece. And we're like, no,
Yeah.
we like agree with you.
We
You can
like
still say
it.
the dissertation because we love your thoughts, but
Yeah. It's very
Yeah.
funny.
The fact is we just have too many incredible stories
Well,
to choose.
to
And
take
it's really
everyone.
tough. It's yeah.
well, there's a
grief
poetry
involved
question.
in every meeting. A poetry question.
Is there anything you're excited about or getting bored by seeing in the poetry queue?
Well, for disclaimer,
question.
I am not answering this question. Everyone can laugh at me because
Val does
I
not read the poetry.
don't read the poetry. I read it to do like socials for it, and I go, "This is really cool poetry," and that's like, I do appreciate the poetry, but I'm very much not a poet, so this is very much an Ashton
Yeah.
and Mark question.
We'll answer on behalf of Jess and Angel.
Yes.
A little bit of like glimpse into the process maybe is that Jess and Angel do essentially 90% of all of the poetry reading. Ash and I will sometimes assist to
We kind of jump in as first readers.
yeah,
I
we're
guess
like
you
the
could say.
first readers
Yeah.
for poetry, and Angel and Jess are poetry editors.
They make the decisions.
They make all the decisions. They do most of their reading. So we'll speak on their behalf, but it may not be the perfect answer. They may come back at us. I would say retellings they maybe have seen a lot of retellings of various kinds, whether that's
Yeah.
Greek mythology or other mythologies, or like classic books and things like that, classic stories. But it's similar to what we talked about with fiction, where if they see a really great example of that, then it's their, something that they love too. But I would say that's maybe something that they wouldn't mind seeing other things on their behalf. I think that they would be interested in seeing more poems where form is doing something really interesting and intentional. I don't know if that's an accurate description, but we haven't published very much formal poetry yet, but I think they would love to see really exciting, really interesting creative uses where form and content are entangled quite closely.
Me being like, yeah, that sounds really fancy. I
Sounds
agree
right.
with you.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And I think that, like, how do I put it? We want to see form that's intentional and that's like really adding something. So if you're doing something interesting with form, we want to see it, but also make sure it's lending something to the poem and isn't sort of just like trying something new to try something new. Yeah, and definitely like I don't want to say we're bored by retellings, and also there are retellings in issue 2, as you'll see shortly. So like I fear saying we're bored by them, but just like MR said, I think in general, Jess and Angel are both kind of tired of just retellings that don't do anything different. Like if you're doing kind of a soft fantasy Greek retelling, there's a good chance we've read that, like probably 12 of that in the queue by that
I
point.
would say that their taste leans towards the visceral, like things like queer catharsis is a term that Angel used in our last editorial
Yeah.
meeting. Something that Angel is particularly looking for is feelings of like a really intense kind of catharsis of, we're not only looking for queer poems or poems about queerness, of course, but often those are the poems that I think Angel would say, send me those poems. Kind of like kick you in the teeth type of poems might be what Angel's looking for.
Definitely, I think both of them lean a little bit more like, I hesitate to say horror, but more on like darker lines of poetry, especially if you can get something like euphoric out of it at the end. Like
Euphoria
if
in general, I would
yeah,
say it's funny. Everything we say, I think of a counter example. We've got a poem in issue
yeah,
2 that's incredibly like tender and sweet and gentle, and that Jess fell madly, madly, and Angel and all of us fell madly in love with. So, like with anything, it's so hard to give an answer because there's like 1,000 exceptions to every rule.
yeah,
It's funny, everything we say, I'm like, but in issue 2 or in issue 1, we've got that.
it is true.
There's lots of exceptions.
This is also why we say just send it and like don't go, oh, well, they said they're tired of this. Just send it and we will decide. Well, I won't for poetry, but we will
Right.
as a team.
Send it and Val
Yeah.
won't decide.
Yeah, I won't, but I'll be happy for you or sorry that happened,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that, and I'm only the first reader of sorts for poetry, but I would love more poems that are doing kind of creative things with sound and texture and these like really auditory sort of experiences. We haven't published, we're always looking for like poems that use rhyme really, really well, like form really, really well. Just interesting textural experiences is kind of what I want in a poem.
That's a good way to textural experiences. Yeah.
Say textures, fun. Shall we start a
like
second?
that.
We should start more chaos again.
Yeah. I think also, can I say one more thing, which is that
No.
don't be afraid, particularly with poetry, to send lightly speculative things. I've noticed that I think Jess and Angel are open to the lightly speculative as well. Whereas with fiction, we more so would like to see
very
a stronger speculative element. Poetry is like could go either way. Could be in the sense
slipstream
of
kind of
yeah, it
like
could be a little looser. That's the
It has
last
to
thing I
have
think I would
like
say
a
about that.
strong, for fiction in particular, yeah, it has to. I mean, it doesn't have to. Again, there's exceptions to everything we say, which is why you should just, if it's speculative, send it to us. We'll decide. But for me anyway, I definitely love secondary world, like very deeply speculative stuff, not lightly speculative. But there have been some stories that have been lightly speculative that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So just send it.
Yeah, and that's the other thing about a fairly big team is that there will be somebody who's ready to champion basically I'm very team light spec, you know. I think that's like we're all kind of different on that spectrum.
spectrum.
That's and I think that when issue 2 comes out, people will read issue 1 and read issue 2, I hope. And they're pretty different in terms of mood and vibe and even story length and the way the issue is assembled and all of these various elements, which I hope is just further evidence that we don't know what we're looking for until you send it to us, and then we figure it out once it's there.
Which again, I know is the most obnoxious. I have been that writer when an editor is like, just send it. I'm like, no, you have secret rule. You just send it. Yeah. Like.
Okay, I'm gonna start another game. And
start another game.
Yes, another question. I think that was a good one. I'm going not in any order, but
no, yeah, we're being chaos.
Someone had asked, other than submissions, what have you been reading lately? Which I think is a fun one.
Hundreds upon hundreds of submissions, but what else?
Many submissions.
We did get a lot. How many submissions did we get again for issue 2?
430 something.
Well, less than issue 1, but that's still quite a bit to read. Oh yeah, for fiction. Yeah. Oh, let's go.
I've been other than submissions, nobody make fun of me for this, please.
I'm going to.
But I, as a child, in my childhood, I was never exposed to Diana Wynne Jones. I had never read a Diana Wynne Jones book. And I've been absolutely marathoning Diana Wynne Jones books at the recommendation of a writer friend who was like, what do you mean you've never read Diana Wynne Jones?
I haven't either, and it's been on my list.
And I've been having so much fun. It's actually quite, like, wholesome and nice to read books that might be often for younger readers. I just have felt like it's been very like, this is what I love about reading, is this sort of like childlike wonder. Howl's Moving Castle, turns out it does slap. Everybody was right. It's great.
That is true.
So that's what I've been reading, is I've been trying to intentionally read things that make me love reading and love like wonder and fantasy, so that reading isn't just work, which and outside of the magazine, my day job is a lot of reading things that are boring. So it's like a spectrum of day job is boring reading, magazine is fun reading, Diana Wynne Jones is really fun reading. That's what I've been reading. I don't know.
I like that. I finished, oh gosh, what was it called? Starving Saints by Caitlin
Hole in
Starling.
one!
I also got a hole in one.
I did not. All are competitive. I'm over here like, I'm just here to have fun.
Just hanging out with my buddies.
Yeah.
The end of the game.
Starving Saints.
Yes, I read Starving Saints by Caitlin Starling, which was gross and delightful. And I'm reading, for anyone who read Bunny by Mona Awad, I read it last year, and now I'm reading the sequel, We Love You, Bunny, and it is like so fucked up.
I've heard so many good things about Bunny.
Bunny was really good. I loved Bunny, but I actually think I like this one better. Possibly. It's super bizarre. Did you
went so far.
I just really screwed that up.
Almost. I saw
second
that.
hole in one. Robbed.
Yeah. Oh, what have I been reading? Nothing. I've been burned out college semester style. I have been reading a lot of comic books. A very fun one that I got recently is Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla.
Amazing. This is
Make room for Godzilla.
Say more about this.
It's actually very fun. The Free Comic Book Day was recently, had happened last weekend. So I have a ton of new comics. I bought far too many and I got a ton of free ones to the point where they're starting to recognize me. And I'm like, hey,
Nothing wrong with that.
No, but it's been really fun. So I've been getting into comics. It's been a nice change of pace from a lot of intense reading, so it's been helping my brain.
I will say, I do feel like I'm reading a little bit less. I obviously am reading less during submissions periods, but I also feel like our queue is generally like reading the best short fiction in the world. It's unnaturally,
It's
an unnaturally good queue. Queer
very
people
good.
are really good at writing stories.
Truly. It's very fun. I'm not biased at all, but it's a very fun time in the queue.
Going up the stairs.
Which actually makes picking
Yeah.
harder. I know it can be frustrating when editors are like, I just hate having to pick them all. But like, there's so many good ones. You're like, how do I winnow this down? And then I feel kind of like an asshole. But
Yeah, I would say like one of our greatest dreams is, I mean, obviously to be able to publish more stories.
yes.
And in fact, no spoilers, but we have a plan in mind to do so coming soon. More information about that coming soon. TBD. Yeah,
Ian
what's
asks, since
everybody?
Diana Wynne
Oh,
Jones was mentioned, what's everyone's favorite Ghibli movie?
Ooh, my favorite. It's hard to pick. The first
my
one.
first. Oh,
No,
go ahead.
you go.
Sorry,
There you go.
I was trying to give you time to stall.
No,
to think
go,
about
go.
your decision.
Go for
My
it.
first was Spirited Away, and has a very special place in my heart. So it's hard to choose something else.
I do love Spirited Away.
Kiki's Delivery Service was my first, and I watched it again as an adult, and it hits so different when you are the burnt
Ooh.
out adults. Let me tell you, because it's all about burnout, and so it's a really I like Kiki's a lot, but I love all Ghibli movies.
I think my favorite is Princess Mononoke, which
That's a
I think
good
is
one.
controversial.
Not shocking for me knowing
It's-
you,
Yeah, it's a little darker.
but also vengeful in a way that some of the other ones
I love
are,
vengeance.
and that's very you.
I just love a revenge story.
We aligned on
Um,
Homeowner's Bride.
Yeah, it's true.
We love a revenge story.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
do love a revenge story. Are there common issues you see in submissions, or general advice for someone who wants to
Ooh.
sub to Other Side?
Mm.
We don't see a lot of like issues.
Like
I would
formatting.
say one thing that comes up occasionally. So we have a pretty low word limit of 4,000 words. I know this is a pain point for many writers who would like
Yes.
to write more than 4,000 words. I would say that I think it's worth, and not necessarily an other side thing, but like a writing thing that I could be better at, that I think we could all be better at, is like often pacing is a common thread of something that's not quite working for us, where the pacing feels a little off.
Good point.
Trying to do a lot in a small space or starting too early. Often a lot of short stories, including published in many fine magazines, I feel like start too early or too late. I mean, it kind of goes in both directions. But I've become more conscious after reading a lot of submissions of, when I have a story, asking friends to read my drafts for pacing issues, for the delivery of information. I don't know. Does that track for you guys? That's the one thing that comes to mind for me right away.
I would say that I
is
do
true.
sometimes my main comment will be, this felt like the opener to a novel rather than its own short story. So, and I'm laughably guilty at cramming too much in a short story word count. I'm notorious for this, so I'm calling myself out as well. But if you've got a ton of stuff
Oh,
in
no.
a sub 4,000 word,
This level sucks, by the way. Continue.
no, but yeah, if you're cramming that much in that little of a space, you have to be very, like, you got to really edit the pacing for sure.
4,000 words is a hard length.
Yeah,
For
we will
sure.
not be making it a bit
understand.
more, but
Yeah, we can't afford to make it more, so please
No.
edit things tightly.
yes,
We
sorry.
always have a gap in issues of 2,000 to 3,000 word stories. I would love to see more mid-length
I would say
stories.
a 2,000
actually.
to 3,000 word story that's nice and
It's a really hard length as a writer. I
It
would
is.
hate that to be a sort of call from a magazine, but I would love to see more mid-length stories. And short flash, like 500 to 700 words instead of 1,000 words.
Tiny
That's often
flash.
really fun too. We like those.
especially because
It's
it's easy
also-
for us to be like, well, we could just add in a little extra 500 as
I
A little
late.
flash.
Yeah, just
How
a
much can it
little.
cost, Michael? It's one banana. Like, we're all a little bit like that.
Literally.
And on the
Um,
pacing, I think the other part of that is like, this is gonna sound maybe not mean, but like we can tell when you had probably a 5,000 word story.
Yeah, a
And you were
5,200 word story cut down.
Yeah,
Sometimes
and then
the ending
you were like,
abruptly happens. Yeah.
yes. So it's not that makes it bad, but it makes it not a fit for us, right? Because we need something like very complete in 4,000 words.
Often an ending is quite decisive. Like, how does the ending hit?
Yeah.
So endings are always like, oh my God, what is this level?
Watching you balance was wild. Oh God.
Like pacing, endings are one of those things where it's like phone a friend, get a little bit of extra. You know, the ending has to hit in short fiction. It's got to hit really hard.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We would like to be messed up by the final, whether that's messed up with joy or sadness or something else entirely. But we want to really feel. I think we found that other side stories often really hit our very emotional stories. Or
on
like
any end of the
oh
spectrum.
My God,
but like,
I'm gonna throw the controller. Speaking of big feelings,
saw that
is
happen.
Are
so
you
funny.
kidding?
What's the other one I just saw? Do you have a favorite first line of a story? Oh,
No.
Ooh,
can't
of
remember.
an other side story or of any story?
Yes.
it just says a story. But
Of
okay,
a
if
story.
it's not an other side story, mine immediately is that Avra Margheriti story. The cicadas. Cicadas?
Yeah.
Cicadas? How do you say that?
Cicadas.
Cicadas. But it's like I spent my summer watching cicadas molt and fuck.
Yes, I love
My
that
favorite
story.
opening line ever.
Oh, but that's a good line.
I don't remember words well enough to remember first lines, but that's a good one. I'll borrow that.
Yoked by this.
It is fun to watch you.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Okay.
You're just stuck
First
on it.
lines. One favorite first line is Sophia Samatar's Selkie stories are for losers. I believe the first line of that story is I hate Selkie stories.
We
which
do
is
get a fair
really fun.
We get a fair bit of Selkie stories, I will say.
I'm a Sophia Samatar super fan, so I'll never complain. Okay, it feels unfair that Ash just spent like 18 years on that and still beat us, but
well, that's
really
take your time sometimes.
anyway,
is
that
good.
story is amazing. Sophia Samatar is amazing, and that's a great line in that all of a sudden you're not quite sure what your expectations are for the story. Like, wait, what story is this? That's a good one that comes to mind. Oh my God,
I'm
I just
sorry,
got
what is this
absolutely
level?
log-rolled.
Speaking of, I guess I should mention, because we are going to put this on our YouTube channel, so if you're watching this a lot later, you want to do our Discord stuff, so if any of that sounds appealing, just become a paid patron at the Voyager level, yeah?
At any level to
Any
join
level,
the
my
Discord.
bad. Yes, for the Discord.
Yes.
So,
and it's, you don't
join us.
get booted, even if you have to.
Yeah.
There's lots of reasons why you might have to stop being a patron, but you get to stay in the Discord forever and ever.
And it's a pretty cool Discord.
Because we're obsessed with you. We won't kick you out.
We're so nice.
We're so good.
Oh my God. I'm about to get stomped by a log.
Oh my God, I wish they got your ass.
Some of these are just people trolling.
But we do need to play
Light
another
lovingly.
game of golf because I would like to win 2 out of 3.
Okay, let me
Okay.
start the game and then I'll pick a question.
Yeah.
If you had to theme an issue based on an 80s song, what song would that be and why would the song be Careless Whisper by Wham?
It's
George
George Michael's.
First off,
Yeah.
how dare you? You come to this gay magazine.
You miss a tribute. For me, it would be Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice pick.
That's
Tears for
Tears
Fears.
for Fears. Yeah.
Like one of my favorite. That one and Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics are my 2 favorite 80s songs.
Amazing song.
So.
Oh my God.
What's
a song about sucking at golf? That's my song.
I'm not great at the 80s, admittedly. Which is
Yeah,
funny,
I'm
'cause
trying
I
to think
was
of-
born right after it, but
Oh my God.
No, too weak.
A very MR vibe for a story that's an 80s song might be like Jessie's Girl.
Ooh, that's
Just
a
a
good
sort
one.
of
I only know that from Glee.
yeah, but like a woman covering it would be necessary. Just it's the
Ooh.
classic cool girl loser girl dynamic, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
That is so true.
Essential to my bibliography.
Am I winning?
champ
Oh,
me.
Val's winning.
We gotta fix this. Come
Wow.
on now. Unfair.
If you were turned into any kind of machine,
Oh my God.
what would you pick?
Giant robot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No one should be shocked by my statement.
Laser printer.
So everyone would like
Why?
hate you.
Yeah, I would just like to cause problems professionally. But
I'm
it's a
just
good
over
one.
here like obviously a giant robot.
Yeah. Yours is easy, I feel like.
Yeah, it's my literal
If I could be a
brand.
machine.
I don't
want to be a
know.
giant robot. People would expect things from me.
And we don't need those. No expectations. I went into
The way the
space.
camera just cut to Val in the middle of the woods. Was...
I'm no
Nice.
longer winning after that point, I think. Yeah.
Ugh, guess
Bob.
who's winning?
Linoleum lob.
The one and only.
More question.
I think we've
Did we
got
have any
through-
questions we wanted for ourselves? Did we have any we specifically wanted to touch on? That
Someone
worked?
did say, what's the hardest part of putting out an issue
Oh.
and the most fun part? I think that's our
Oh.
last question.
That's a good question to end on though.
Yeah, it
Funnest part is finding the story that you run to the others going, I want this one. I will fight
It's
for
so
it.
fun.
That is by far the best part of the whole deal.
Unless you're Rookman, who then also is like, and I'll stab all of you.
Yeah,
if
I mean,
you
that
don't
part-
take it.
That part is kind of included. I've just been lucky that every time I run to everyone else is like, yes, the story is really good. Obviously.
Editor on editor crime.
Yeah, we haven't
is
needed to
sweeping
fight.
the nation.
I haven't
think
yet
the-
needed to fight with y'all.
The
for
most
anything.
fun part is like whoever's the very first person to read and respond to something. That's really fun. Like
Yeah.
the first time, it feels like a real thing we're doing, but it really feels like a real thing when somebody else has read it and responded to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Usually the first person to read and respond is my dad, but anybody is welcome to be that person.
you
Anybody can
too
technically
could
do
do
that.
this. Yeah. Hardest part or least fun part? Was it least fun or most fun? What was the question?
Typesetting,
I was gonna say I think
whichever, whether it's hardest or least
I think it
fun,
was
the answer is
the hardest
typesetting.
part,
Hardest part.
and then the most fun.
most fun is finding the stories for sure. The hardest part is the turnaround.
Sending
time
the
with
emails
production.
is a really fun
Oh.
part.
I don't do
um,
that. I let y'all do that.
Like getting
Sending
people
the-
responding. No, people
Oh,
like
yes.
sending
Oh.
an acceptance. Sending
Yeah.
an acceptance is really fun.
I was like, I don't send the emails.
I
Y'all
love
do.
sending
Not just
emails.
emails, generally speaking. Not all emails, but specifically sending good news
That
to
clears it
people and
up.
being like, "Hey, we've got good news for you." That's fun.
Oh, shit.
Where's the
All the way up there.
flag? Oh, no.
Why is that?
Get in there! Oh, come on, yes, yes, yes.
How did you?
I don't know. That's
Well,
the answer.
I think Ash was winning.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think maybe
Yeah.
my most fun part, to be honest, is reading what people have said after
Yeah,
the issue came out. It's so
I'd agree with
fun
that.
because we love all these stories,
Hmm.
but you don't know how other people react
That's
to
true.
them. Yeah, and we've been surprised. Like in issue 1, there were stories that we were like, "Oh, this is the one everyone's going to be talking about," and then it'll be a different story that got more traction or got like different attention. I don't know. It's been really fun.
Yeah, it's just
Seeing
fun.
reactions.
It's fun
Yeah.
to make it happen. I like sending the money to people. I think it's fun to be like,
That is-
"Hey, queer people,
also
can I
fun.
offer you a bunch of money?" That's fun because
Yeah.
that's kind of like the core of what we want to do. In some ways, is we want to give materials support to queer creators. That
Mhm.
part is
Yeah.
fun.
It is always
It is
very
really
good.
fun.
Plus, it makes me feel super rich. and
We're
powerful.
not, to be clear, but it is fun. It makes us feel that way.
Just
The hardest part on issue 1 for me was just that our website had a really terrible
That's right.
WordPress theme. I didn't know that until quite soon before the issue released, so I spent a week probably. Elijah helped me set up like a local version of our site and make a new theme on it, and that was really fun. So
Shout out to people who
before
can do
issue 1 came out, you would have seen the website change.
website.
Which was
My God,
great.
Ash, you're winning handily now.
what
I'm winning.
Um,
Parker wanted to know favorite type of soup.
Chicken noodle,
Mm.
unironically.
Good question. Or good.
When
good
I'm
answer.
ill, my partner makes chicken noodle soup for me, like for homemade, and it's really nice. And then I curl up and die.
Love death.
If I'm ill, yeah, I just kind of become a slug.
There's this like, I don't know if anyone else will relate to this soup. It's like,
Oh, are you gonna say?
is it
Go
split
ahead.
pea soup?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna say
Oh.
pickle soup. I was ready.
Oh, I do love pickle soup.
pickle
also.
discussion.
You're wrong
I
for
love
that,
pickle
but
soup.
I respect
But I
it.
also love, probably my favorite is split pea soup, but it's like
Oh.
I think it's a French Canadian thing, but it's got ham in
No,
it.
Oh,
everywhere.
I've never
there
had
you
split
go.
pea soup, but that's also because
Really?
I'm not like
Oh.
a super soupy person.
Not a super.
Yeah, I'm not a super person.
I think it's pretty widespread.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know that I've ever had ham in a soup, so that would be
pozole
new.
Comes
for
in
me.
it.
Maybe
That's good.
Oh, also good.
Pho also, oh my
Oh,
god,
pho
pho
also
is
good.
very
We had pho
good.
for supper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
to
I
be
want
eating a
pho.
big bowl of soup with my fellow editors.
Trying to think of, is there anything else we wanted to say? We've also gone over an hour. I'm so proud of us. We've gotten so competitive. We haven't really answered that many
golfing.
questions.
Oh,
Not
I hit
well.
my ball head.
I wouldn't say.
But I think it's been a good time. If you've been hanging out, I hope you've enjoyed this.
It's definitely been a nice
Like a hangout
golf
session.
session with my friends. I don't know if it's been. Where am I?
I don't know. Can I go
Oh.
this way?
Don't
Awesome.
get out of here.
You're like, leave, run.
Rolling,
Go!
rolling,
I
rolling.
found it first.
I'm still getting
Oh, look at
achievements
that.
for this, so it's fine.
Oh my god.
I lost by so much.
Just for the public record, this is my first time ever playing, so I should actually get bonus points. I should get a sort of,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
You
extra.
got bonus points. About
did.
20.
Yeah. Literally. But this was really fun. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I specifically wanted to mention about the magazine, and I can't remember because my ADHD brain go burr.
It was not.
Could we make other side editors play Monopoly? I would love to watch MR achieve escape velocity.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to play that either.
Escape velocity.
I do love the escape velocity.
I'll tell you
comments
right now, we are not. No Scrabble's happening. No
Not even
Monopoly.
Scrabble?
No,
Wow.
Scrabble's the worst of all.
Are
That's
you just a board
forbidden.
game? Do you just get extremely
I'm what they
competitive?
call a bad sport.
But no, truly, thank you for asking questions. And
Yeah.
if you have any more questions or follow up stuff, we're in the Discord,
Yeah,
or you can just ask.
Especially because not all of these answers were coherent because we were
We were
focused
too
on
busy
playing golf.
screaming.
If genuinely, as you all know, anybody who's in the Discord, which is probably like everybody who's here, we're very happy to answer questions in there all the time
And if you aren't in
without
the Discord,
interjecting shouts and curses.
if you aren't in the Discord, you can again join. At any paid level, and you're there forever if you want to be.
Yeah, it's
so-
Not
basically
if you wanna be,
$2
because-
to join. Yeah, you're forced.
You're forced in.
and it's a good time. So yeah,
It's a good time.
I appreciate. This was fun.
Yeah.
I
We appreciate you very, very, very much. All of the
Yeah.
stuff that we just talked about, that's fun for us. The stuff we love about Otherside, the things we get to do. We can't do any of it without you guys.
Without
So
Patreon
thanks.
support
Thank you.
specifically. So
Yeah, Patreon.
Yeah.
Hope you love to see posts from us because we will be posting.
I mean,
we will be doing some.
we do
posting.
be
That's
posting
We do be
sometimes. But yes, thank y'all. We'll see you around.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
bye.
right. Bye,
Thanks for
everybody.
coming, people.
Bye.
Bye.